Hey, good evening, guys. Nice to see you here. TalkinFight.com, Boxing 101 with me, the real deal, Neil the Deal. Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate your time. And just want to say, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends, family. We're all here Monday nights, 8:30, Boxing 101. And again, thanks a lot for coming out. So we had a fantastic weekend, guys, of championship boxing last weekend. Was Mexican Independence Day. Fantastic fights all over. The Mexicans were amazing. All the fights that I watched, the fans were going crazy. It was a great celebration, and I want to thank everybody involved for that. It was a fantastic weekend of championship boxing, and I hope you guys enjoyed it because I certainly did. So let's recap last weekend then. The first fight we were talking about was Friday, September 15th, 2023. 12 rounds in the featherweight division for the IBF World Featherweight Championship from America Bank Arena, Corpus Christi, Texas. And man, that was a heck of a fight. We saw Luis, the champion, Alberto Lopez versus Joet Gonzalez. Wow, that fight was awesome, guys. That's the kind of fight I liked it as one of the better fights I've seen in the last 2-3 months. These guys put on a pretty good display. Now, I don't think it was Lopez's best performance, so to speak. He definitely he showed up, and Joet Gonzalez really showed up. During the fight, I saw so many different things there. Joet Gonzalez kept it really old school, standard. Kept his gloves up right here. Boom, boom, boom. Kept throwing straights, using his jab, keeping Lopez a little bit out of his game, pushing him up against the ropes. And Lopez, who is known as a fighter who is a pressure fighter, he seemed as if it was like office. He didn't look at any time that he was like worried about anything. But you know what? The fight was close. It was really close in my mind. Gonzalez did not back down at all. Lopez, as we know, he throws punches from unorthodox places all over the place. He can be backing up and he'll throw a shot. He can be ducking like this and he'll throw a shot. His footwork was very interesting and very amazing. He's definitely not your standard fighter in on that level. He moves around, and like I said, he throws shots from elusive angles, like different positions and stuff. But Gonzalez, he kept his stance. He kept straight on him, kept focused, and I gotta tell you, Gonzalez was in that fight big time. Their fighting styles, like I said, I was a little surprised. Joet's been in there twice, world championship fights. This is the second defense of the featherweight championship by Lopez. And I had a sense, as we all thought, that Gonzalez, knowing it was like almost his last chance to get a shot at the world title. And man, I thought he gave it his all. So I want to say, Joet Gonzalez, nice display, man. Lopez, that was a good display, but I really think Lopez has got a little more in the tank moving forward. He better have, because he's going to be challenged big time in that division, in the featherweight division. So we're going to keep our eyes on that. Now, again, we've been talking about it all year. It's really been confusing me, actually, how many fights that the judges are so different in their judging. Literally, we're talking like myself. I saw that fight really close. I almost had Gonzalez winning the fight. The commentators had Gonzalez winning the fight, 115, 113. I saw it pretty much as a draw. Again, 114, 114, split decision draw type of thing. But the judges, again, did not see it that way. They had it 117, 111, 116, 112, and 118, 110. What are these guys watching, and how are they coming to this conclusion about these kind of fights? These guys are giving it their all, and they're getting no respect. There's no respect for these guys. So I don't know why this is happening. It's been happening all year. We've been talking about it so many times, and I won't give up on it because I just don't get it. All right, I really don't. So I saw it much closer. And again, if you guys check last week's episode, I nailed it. Cha-chung, cha-ching, bada boom, bada bing. I got her done, nailed it all the way. Unanimous decision for Lopez. Nailed it. Put a few dineros on that and won a little bit of money there. So had a barbecue, had a good time. So hey, that was a heck of a fight, and thanks a lot to both those guys. They definitely gave it all they had. Now, in the other featured bout that I had was Saturday night, September 16th, 2023. It was a 12-rounder in the lightweight division, and undefeated William Zepeda laid a beating, like an absolute beating on the poor man. Marito Gusto, man, that was pretty much a beatdown. 6-round stoppage. Zepeda is, again, he's undefeated going in, and he's still undefeated. He's looking to move it up and get some stiffer competition at the 135 division there, and we'll have to wait and see because there's a lot of guys. That division is stacked, as we all know. So there's a bunch of guys that he could get moved in with, and I'm looking at Zepeda. He was throwing bombs and using everything he had. He was up and down the whole place, up and down inside the telephone booth, working the body, double jabs, overhand rights, and Gusto just didn't have, an answer for that. So Zepeda took him down absolutely, and hey, we're looking forward to seeing you again soon, up against some stiffer competition, and I'm sure your handlers will make that happen. So that was last week. I took Zepeda too, cha-ching, and we cashed a little bit on him. He was a big favorite, but it's better to win than not win, as you all know. So guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. We're going to talk about the big fight this weekend. We're talking about world powers here. China versus England, Britain, heavyweights. This is some big stuff, and it's number two in the trilogy of these two fighters. It's a huge fight. It's from the OVO Arena, Wembley, London in the UK. 12 rounds in the heavyweight division for the WBO Interim Heavyweight Championship of the World. And these guys are really, I kind of think they don't like each other much now. I think in the first fight, it is Zhilei Zhang versus Joyce. Zhang, of course, from China, and Joyce from the UK. So I don't think they really like each other now. I think Joyce was really surprised. He was a favorite going into the first fight, and as you can see, YouTube full fight, check it out. Zhang showed up and did the job big time, and I was very impressed with Zhang, and I've been impressed with Joyce too. So this is the second fight between themselves. I believe they fought April 15th, 2023, so 5 months and a few weeks ago. And obviously it was a 6-round stoppage TKO. Zhang took him down. Joyce's eye he was unable to continue because of injury to his eye. And Zhang looked really good in that fight. So these two guys are not youngsters by any means. Zhang is 40 years old and Joyce is 37 years old. So they're older heavyweights. Zhang is 25-1. He's got 20 wins by way of knockout, and Joyce is 15-1. He's got 14 wins by knockout. So these guys have power. Zhang 80% KO percentage, and Joyce 93% KO. So the only blemish is that fight in April, and Joyce is probably looking for some revenge here in this one. And I've been checking it out here, there, and everywhere. And of course, the British fans, they love Joyce, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. In the first fight, Zhang uses great power. He has a left hand that is very, very. He's got a great overhand left, straight left. Joyce had no answer for the straight left. It just kept coming in. He couldn't move to his right. Zhang just kept bopping him, hitting him, bopping him, and I was pretty surprised. Apparently, through the grapevine, I hear that Joyce sort of tried to, instead of trying to go in there and actually do some damage, he was trying to outbox him. Well, that didn't work out so well. Uh, Zhang, I think he's one of the guys, even though he's 40 years old, he's okay. He's getting there, but I can't see either one of these guys going into title fights anytime soon. It is an interim WBO fight, but up against the big boys, it's going to be a little tougher for them because they're at the peak of their careers right now, I would think. Although Joyce is, I guess, yeah, they're at their peak. Zhang is rated number 4 by Ring Magazine, and Joyce is rated number 7 by Ring and number 7 by the WBO. So they're not highly ranked guys. You know, uh, there's bigger, better, stronger heavyweights out there. We could go through a whole list of them, but that's on another day, guys. You know what I'm saying? So Joyce in the last fight, he kind of looked slow to me too. He didn't have an answer for that left. He looked frustrated. His footwork wasn't that great. Zhang looked a little more, you know, peppy, I guess you would say. He worked the fight a little better, and it proved in the end he was the winner. So this is going to be an interesting fight. I think Joe Joyce is going to come out with a different game plan, so to speak. Uh, I don't know if he wants to outbox him, but I think he should probably try to use his power a little more, get inside, use the body, break him down, push him up against the ropes, use his size. He did come in a little underweight in the last fight, as we know. I believe he was around 255, 256. Normally, he fights around 268 to 271. So he did come down about 15 pounds for the last fight. I think he's gained a little bit of muscle and weight back. I think he'll do better in this fight with that. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a big fight. Uh, Anytime, it's a heavyweight battle. You got to like it. Got to love the heavyweights. The big boys are in town. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big fight. It's going to be broadcast on ESPN Plus in the U.S., TNT Sports in the British area, the UK. It'll be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and 7 p.m. British Standard Time. So ESPN Plus, get that out and check out the big fight. There's a bunch of other great fights coming out this week. We'll let you check them out. Jessica McCaskill's fighting. There's a bunch of other big fights that you guys might want to check out. And before I forget, I'm liking Zhang again. I know a lot of people are liking Joe Joyce. I'm going to put my money on Zhang. He's minus 130, and Joe Joyce is plus 100. So he's a small underdog. But I like Zhang. 9th or 10th round TKO, sort of same thing as last time. Uh, a lot of people are disputing that, but that's what I like. And that's in that fight. But yeah, there's some great fights coming up this weekend. So check them out. All kinds of good fights, women's fights, divisional fights, lots of great stuff. So enjoy the fights. Look forward to the big heavyweight battle here. And thanks a lot for coming out, checking out the show tonight. I'd like to thank Vivian and Cosmo over there at Total Beauty Essentials in Oakville. Really appreciate it, Vivian. Thank you very much for everything. And I want to say hi to all my buddies, friends, and family. And thanks a lot to the guys here at Talkin Fight, all the hosts for helping out, doing what they're doing. And I hope you guys are enjoying the shows because we're certainly enjoying giving them to you. So have yourselves a great week. Appreciate you checking it out. Go for it. And as I always say, always get better, not bitter. And that's the way we roll here at Talkin Fight. Have a great week.